and run on the court.
But who nobody's going to do that. Have you ever heard? Listen, in the past 10 years, have you heard of some big brawl breaking out?
Y'all just a couple of years, just a couple of 10 years ago, y'all beat up New York Ranger fans.
Within 10 years of beating up a Knicks
years, dog. Within 10 years, not a Knicks fan, y'all Philly fans beat up every fucking body that come to y'all stadium that don't rock with y'all team. That's not rare.
I said where?
Y'all beat up a couple years ago. Y'all put 2 cops in the hospital after a Flyers game.
Let's talk about the Sixers.
The Sixers, y'all niggas throw batteries at niggas.
When was that?
On niggas. Man, listen. Y'all, I don't care. Listen, man. Y'all, I'm going to the game, but y'all fucking Philly fans you just be out of fucking pocket. Y'all can't hold the fucking L, like real shit.
We definitely can. We've been holding.
No, y'all can't, man. We've
been holding them. Nah. I think just like any other stadium that you look at, just like I think I was watching something with the Steelers or at least it was Steeler guys at the game. You talk shit, and when you talk shit, that's when it get popping. But you ain't gonna go there saying, "Fuck the Sixers, nigga. It's fucking the Knicks. Fuck the Sixers." You looking at a nigga next to you, "Fuck the Sixers. It's the Knicks, nigga." That ain't gonna happen,
bro. I seen y'all beat up the niggas in the stadium with a Dallas jersey on. Ain't say shit.
Yo,
just sitting there.
Yo, cause fuck that nigga, yo.
Yeah, exactly. The fuck out of here. Like y'all niggas.
We live, by the way.
I know y'all live. Y'all fucking fans out of pocket. Let's get to the topic, dog.
No, the podcast is live, sir.
I know the podcast is live. I said let's get to our topic. Let's get the fuck off y'all fucking crazy ass Philly fans. Y'all niggas is out of pocket.
I truly think you're mistaken with that. And I think listen. Hold on. Because one of these days we gotta hit an Eagles game. And I think
son.
Wait, hold on. I think if you go and we just put you in an Eagles jersey, then you'll understand that it's not that bad. Everything is good. And then when you listen, and when the coast is clear, you could take off your jersey and reveal to have a 49ers jersey on.
Yeah, I'm really gonna get stumped
to the
fuck
Eagles
out
game with a Niners jersey.
Just say Eagles is my second team. That's all you gotta say. If anything ever pops off, yo, Eagles is my second team. That's what Kev say.
What Kev?
You never said that? You might have said that about you said that about the Eagles. You said, yo, that's my second team because I think that's your dad's favorite team.
I don't got no. Just my dad's team.
I don't got no beef with them niggas.
My wife's team. If we, I don't dislike the Eagles. Don't get me wrong.
Neither
They're just not my team. You know what I mean? If I had to watch the Eagles or Cowboys win, I would cheer for the Eagles for sure. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to watch anybody play against my team, obviously it's going to be the Niners all day. Yeah. So
yeah, man.
But yeah, Kev, don't be scared to go to this.
I'm not scared to fucking go to the Sixers. I'm going to the Sixers game.
Get souped up. Let's talk shit while we there.
I'm not talking shit, dog, because it's only me and you.
It's just me and you talking shit. We ain't worried about.
Listen, bro. We can't beat the world, dog. We can't beat the world, Craig.
Listen, I guarantee you this. If there was any situation with you, you ain't gonna be by yourself. And that's
cool,
fact.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying?
I just want to watch a game.
It'll be a nigga in a Sixers jersey and a nigga in a New York jersey beating a bunch of niggas in Sixers jerseys up. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm trying to tell you, unless you're, I'm being for real. Like, I was joking all the other time. Unless you're literally next to somebody, in front of somebody, and you're saying, "Fuck the Sixers, fuck y'all," nobody bothers you.
Don't care. Yeah.
All right, bro.
You know Kev like to over-exaggerate things. Kev's mind is like,
that's why I fuck with him because of that. Because he'll go deeper. No, nigga, because they gonna find me at work and they gonna
gonna cost me my job. That's my livelihood. I got mouths to feed.
He don't find this shit funny at all.
Nah, don't, y'all. Don't fuck like y'all niggas. Y'all like real shit. If I come in next after the Sixers game all dotied up and lumped the fuck up,
bro, why is Doty? Why is nigga Doty you?
You know what I'm saying? Like I could,
Charles Max is
like
he was like, "Ooh, his name was Charles."
The fuck? How can I beat up 20,000 people,
bro? It's an intimidation factor. You've been to the gym lately. Start doing push-ups in front of niggas. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you.
Man, let's get to the topic, dog.
Kev, if somebody give you an attitude, just give them a hug.
Somebody give me an attitude and give them a hug.
If they give you attitude, give them a hug. Love always wins, baby.
Both works.
I'm just walking the fuck away like, yo, you got it, bro. You suck my dick.
A lot of people will talk shit, and then after the game, they'll dap you up like that was a good game. Yeah, it's just a part of the game. I've watched you play basketball and talk hella shit.
That's because it's right there. I got 5 dudes with me. You got 5 dudes with me. We got to scrap one-on-one. Like, you know.
Kev, I do honestly think that you are missing your masculinity, bro. All of that.
Nah, because he's using it right now when he got to go to the Sixers game.
Yo, man, fuck. Like, yeah, listen. The man in me, the 40-year-old man in me right now is like, yo, I just want to
thinking about that.
I'm not thinking about that, but I got to be real. Like, you gotta have that in the back of your head. Like, I don't got that energy in me, that in me to be out there brawling like that.
Yo, you should be thinking about the fight though. You should be thinking, I'm out here supporting my team, just like you here supporting your team, and you gonna have it's just a good time. It's a basketball game. Ain't nobody gonna try to put their hands.
That's what every fucking fan who lives in the Philadelphia area.
I ain't catch what I was throwing.
Nah, we going to the topic. We trying to move on. So
you're using that alpha male shit to try to fucking try to say he's gonna have to fight his way out of the Wachovia Center from a game.
So our topic is toxic.
That's part of it.
All right, that's a topic, but we talking about male masculinity, man.
We're talking about the importance of being an alpha male.
What's the importance of being an alpha male, and what do you consider an alpha male to be?
Kev, do you think you at the game, you think you could be an alpha male? You could turn that switch on?
Yeah, I could turn that switch on. I'm always like try to be alpha male. I don't like following the pack, though. I don't. I do whatever I feel like doing.
That leads me into my question for you. Really, for all of us, because I got my thoughts on being an alpha male too. What is being an alpha male? If you, like you say, you don't follow the pack, but what does it mean otherwise, other than just following the pack for you?
It means you're a leader. Like, you're a leader. You're the leader of the jump. You're the leader. You don't follow nobody. You do your own thing. You're not scared to be bold, but also you take on the responsibility if something goes down, that you willing to stand in front of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you leading the pack, if something go wrong, you ain't the first one to skate off and let the pack handle it. You at the front of the pack doing what you got to do to handle it.
What about your family? Being an alpha male in your family?
Oh, my family, no. I got the last say so in my house, but also having the last say so in my house. If something was to go down in my house, I'm the first one to meet whatever danger it is head on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving it up to them. I'm meeting the danger head on. So that's the responsibility of being the alpha male, is that, yo, one, I'm in control and say so in this house, but two, when shit go left, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be there to get it right. If there's enough food for just the kids and my girl to eat, they eating that food. I'm gonna have to whatever scraps is left over, take that.
What you think, Kev?
Me being an alpha male means that I am responsible for, like you said, those that are within my pack, my family. What happened?
Sorry, I don't know, but I'll be listening to this nigga. Go ahead. So he's
over here flexing. Oh,
his fucking answers all on my headphones and shit, man.
What the hell? It's like I was saying.
Sorry, ants has been a very big thing this summer in people's households, studios, wherever. If you got ants outside, they are making their way indoors. Okay.
Thanks for the sub combo. So being an alpha male for me is taking care of mine. You know what I mean? My household, making sure that I am creative enough to make sure that there is enough for everyone. Emotionally, physically, I'm the guy. You know what I mean? I'm the guy when you go and look for a solution, an answer, something's wrong. They turn to me, you know what I mean? And doesn't necessarily having to mean that you're the alpha male everywhere you go, but you're the alpha male that controls your space within your life. You know what I mean? I'm not controlled by another person's moves, actions, words, none of that. You know what I mean? I make the decisions on what I want to do, and my words of advice are taken highly.
Word.
What about you, man? Are you alpha male in your crib?
I want to go deeper with that because I agree with everything y'all just said, obviously. But I broke my shit down a little bit more. So like, because I do feel like one of the things that has lost its importance, at least in my life, is being an alpha male everywhere. Off of what Kev just said. Like, yeah, I ain't worried about being an alpha male nowhere else but my house. And that's like, I agree with that. But I do feel like to accomplish things and to like get goals accomplished, I have to be an alpha male everywhere. I don't care where I'm at. That means in my crib, obviously, in my family, in the world, I got to be the guy, because being that guy is going to allow me to understand, okay, this is where I am, right? This is in my head, because it could be the same for everybody. This is where I am. This is where y'all are. I got control of this shit. Wherever I'm going to get there. It's not that you don't need anybody. It's that you know how to put the plan together, because in your mind, you see yourself up there.
But that's also you controlling yourself and your path.
Yeah.
Because you're not necessarily the alpha male of the room of men. You're the alpha male of yourself when it comes to the decisions being made about what you're willing to do or want to do, or how the progression is going to go when you're involved with this direction.
So that's interesting, because to me, it's not necessarily like, so when I say being alpha male in a room, there's to physically be the alpha male, like, no, nigga, I'm the biggest, I'm the strongest, or having the thought process of being an alpha male. So that's really what I wanted to get into, is having a thought process of what an alpha male is. Because like I said, I made a list. To me, it's being a provider, you know what I'm saying? Having order in your household, which we talked about, being a protector. All y'all hit the nail on the head on everything. Mm-hmm. But another thing that I wanted to discuss is it's caring about your appearance for the opposite sex as well. Not just my wife, but with women everywhere. Right? I think that's important. And it's important in the overall experience. I got more too, but go ahead.
Well, I want to just go off of that one point, and then I'll let you keep going. Do you find yourself dressing to appease others and not just your household, like purposely? Like not like to appease, like me and Kev, we going out and I want them to think this shirt is fly.
Say I look
nice. I mean, yeah. Everybody likes a little comment, you know what I mean? A nice comment. But do you find yourself dressing like, oh yeah, the bitch is going to turn out for this? So even though you know you're not attempting to get any,
so what you know what I mean? What they got to do with alpha males though?
It's all wrapped up in one. Like the alpha male is it's like the peacock, I believe.
It's like a part of the ego of an alpha male.
Yeah, it's like, no, listen, it's appearance. You're in the gym right now, and I get it. You'll tell me that you're in the gym for your wife, right? But the truth is, I want to go wherever I want to go, and I want the bitches to be looking at me. Here's why. We all know. Why, after a while, why would your girl want you if other women don't want you? And it's the truth. I don't care what anybody says. So I'm going to dress a certain way. It's for me. That's what I mean. It's about the mindset. But the truth is, what comes with that, what comes with working on my appearance and worrying about my appearance is, number one, how the outside world perceives you. And that could be for career, for women, for whatever. But that helps what was my next point, my confidence too. And we'll come back to all of that. I just wanted to go through it.
Continue.
My confidence, right? Alpha male should have confidence, and he should never shy away from competition, which is a big thing. All of that kind of folded into competition.
Have you ever questioned your confidence? I know one episode you did. You said that, yeah.
Where you think all this thought process came from? Listen, before me and you had that conversation, like, I'm one of them guys, man, I read. I haven't read this book, though, I'm gonna be honest. I went and grabbed the book. It ain't what I want, though. I was looking at it, I was like, this ain't really what I want. This is for a nigga who can't get a date.
Who made that, Bruce Wayne?
It definitely Bruce Wayne. Dwayne Carter.
He's got it. He's about Sean Wayne. I'm about to say Bruce Wayne got all the confidence. He got
everything, right? It turned out to be something different than what I thought it would be. to me, I'm more of like if anybody knows, like a Bedros Keuilian kind of confidence guy. He's an entrepreneur who runs like a chain of gyms out in California. Okay. And he has this I'm not going to say facility, but he has a program for entrepreneurs and their sons, or people who just want to do it in their sons, where they do marine or military training. And like, I believe they talk to like therapists and all types of shit. It's like a training that you and your son go through just to become stronger men. So like I said, I'm not talking about toxic masculinity. I'm talking more about just keeping that alpha male mindset.
So what I don't understand. I'm going to go on a little tangent.
Please.
Oh, here we go.
Why the fuck do people need books, therapists, and all this shit to be a fucking be a male? I just think this new society right now is always trying to shit on this ideals of people or being a male or being a strong male or anything like that. It's like they always shitting on it because the world's been fucked by so many guys that been in power and just took advantage of people that now you're not really seeing them as a problem. You're just seeing everything the man do is fucking like a threat to the world. Like,
some people need a different point of view or a different take from somebody else. I mean, you can have an idea of what you think is an alpha male, but you read something and then you notice that you have these certain characteristics as well. You know what I mean? It might change your view of path. It might, it could ultimately dictate how you choose to be an alpha male. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can go off in instincts, but you don't know everything. So not necessarily everything is going to be based off of instincts. Some stuff you got to learn. And I think knowledge is in the books.
I think that shit is for people who have a constant fucked up relationship with everybody around them, the women, the people around them in their life, their friends. If you have that kind of fucked up, then you might have to read a book because you're not fucking getting it. Well, but I'm not reading a book if my relationship is good, my friendships is good, and the relationship I got with people are good. Because obviously what I'm doing is a good thing. People want to be around me.
Yeah, but what if you're not accomplishing that one goal at work? Or what if you can't get the fucking job or project that you've been aiming to get or complete or get this fucking raise that you've been working for? You might need to try to figure out what is going on with me that every time I get to this fucking hurdle, I can't fucking jump it.
But then I will focus in on that.
Yeah, but
you say that, but you have a lot of other shit going on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Are you men in general? Can you say the average man that works at an average job is happy with his career?
Nobody's happy. Nobody that works for anybody other than you don't. No, I'm just gonna say no because everybody has a different passions, even if it is working for somebody.
So I feel like this. I feel like we all talked about this before. We go to the age-old adage from I believe Chris Rock saying, if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. Me, that's how I take in my information now. I could watch 1 million YouTube videos and it just doesn't stick. That's me though. A lot of other people can go watch a YouTube video. Some people can sit and meditate. I meditated before too. I got to get back into it, and you can find the answers that way. The point is, I don't know it all. And a lot of niggas don't know it all. And if you walk around saying, you know what? Like I walk around with issues with your father or issues with whatever it is, being able to love better. You don't have the answers. And sad to say, I know my mom, I go to her for a lot of stuff. My mom don't got all the answers. Your grandpop don't got all the answers. Your aunts don't got all the answers because everybody would be in a better situation if they had all the answers. So where do you go?
I'm not saying don't go to these books, but if shit's going, you only
or
go
therapy.
look.
You said that too.
Yeah. You go looking.
Don't go to therapy.
Like I go looking for shit that I need. You know what I'm saying? If my masculine, I don't think my masculinity is fucked up. A couple of years ago, my masculinity I was in question, and I was at a seminar, a pastor through for men to help men become better men. And I asked him a simple question, like, yo, man, like, what am I doing wrong, or how do I become a better man? He said, look at it like this: if you're gonna be the captain of your household, you the captain of that ship. When everything's going right on that ship, if you're doing everything right on that ship, everything is going right. But if you do stuff wrong and you sink that ship, you sink everybody that's with you because everybody is following you because you want to be the man in charge of the household. So the dumb decisions you make, everybody else suffers. So he said, just, always reevaluate.
How's that different?
I got that. But that was information I got. You know what I'm saying? I just got from a long time ago. I'm saying different from what? Reading a book?
Like seeking help.
I'm not saying
that's what I felt like that was seeking help.
I was seeking help, but I'm saying you shouldn't always why is everybody? I mean, why are we always turning to everybody to go help a man? Like, goddamn, people can put all this shit in a book and it could be the wrong information. And you can be taking this back home with you. You should go, if you're going to look for information, you look for information specific to you.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you're reading and you're looking for knowledge,
not you.
You're looking for. You're looking for knowledge that's true to yourself. Yeah. But do you think that just masculinity makes up what an alpha dog is?
No,
alpha man.
It doesn't. No. I
don't think so.
I mean, it's and that's really what it comes down to. You don't necessarily have to read a book to learn how to be a masculine man, but you can read a book about being an alpha male to learn what you can do with yourself to be that dog. You know what I'm saying? To figure out where your weaknesses and strengths may lie. You know what I mean? And put a pinpoint in exactly what you want to work on.
And I completely agree with that. And a lot of people, including myself, what they read books for? I don't read a book for them that say, yo, tell me what I need to do. It's more for ideas, right? If I'm reading a book on podcasting, I podcast right now, but I'll definitely read a book on podcasting from a professional podcaster who's making 9 figures. What the fuck is Joe Rogan making? 9 figures. If he writes a book on how to podcast or what his journey was, I'm going to definitely read it. You know why? Because it might have that little nugget of information that I'm going to take. He might say, you know what I did was I started walking down what's a famous street in New York. I don't fucking know where he's from. LA. I don't know. I started walking down Rodeo and with a cheese board that had my podcast name on it, and everybody asked for a card from me. That's an idea that sparked me. I might not do the same thing, but I might go somewhere and just start handing out cards. That's what it's for. It's just to stimulate ideas.
So
for me.
Yeah, but who the fucking say what these men wrote in this book is right? Like, how much?
Who's to say what you think is right?
I ain't saying you, right, but I paid. Me personally, I paid attention to every dude that was in my life. My grandfather, my uncles, my dad. And I see what positive shit worked and what didn't. I took some of that information from them. Like this guy that wrote this book, like the information, like how many of these self-help masculinity books is out there?
A bunch.
Like, do they all, you can read 10 of them. If they're saying 10 different things in each book, is like, yo, like who's right, who's wrong? Like, what the fuck do I pull from?
You pull what's true to you, though. You pull what you need.
They're not
made for one particular person. When you're reading something, it's supposed to hit everybody out there. So there's something for everybody. Now, if you find one thing out of 10 things in this book, then you found what you were looking for. And you go to the next book and you find something totally different that this person didn't talk about, then you're building the pieces that you need to complete whatever you're attempting to complete.
Hey, and let's keep it real. Some books you don't find shit.
Yeah.
Some books I'm reading, I'm just like, it didn't touch me. Like it didn't spark anything in here. And they got a whole list. I think when you think of book, not you, but a person that thinks that way, when you think of books, you think the rich person is saying, I'm rich. You want to be rich like me? Step 1, walk outside, kick a bird in the ass. That's not what it is. They are just telling their story. And what you pull from it, like, all right, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Have you ever heard of that book?
Everybody heard about that book. That book is all over every fucking where. Like,
I suggest you put it on Audible and listen to it in your spare time. Because out of anything, it's just a good story. He's not saying to be rich, go and buy this house, go and buy that house, go down the street, buy 3 more, and then you put 10% of your. He's not saying that. He's saying, look, when I grew up, I was poor. My father was a school teacher who was a respected, award-winning school teacher, and then I had my friend's dad who was, who was in the real estate and did this. My dad taught me this. He taught me that. I learned from both of them and formed who I am today. And it's up to your representation or what you take from that to build whatever ideals you have. He's not saying step 1, do this, or you're not a man, or you're not a rich person. It's not about that. You take, you know what I mean? Why do you think people read the Bible? To learn from it.
Get off the whole book subject, dog. When the last time y'all
hate books?
Nah, I don't hate books. When the last time y'all fucking sat back and reevaluated yourself as like a man, like being a man? When the last time?
Every week, at least once a week.
Now I'm talking about like took a big like one time you really had. Today you really sat down and like, yo,
Friday
went over all your years of you being on this earth.
I told you that when we had that podcast, nigga, like that's been on my mind heavy. Who am I?
Every time I take mushrooms. Every single time.
You just this nigga just get transported to Mario Land, the Mushroom
every
Kingdom.
Single time. I mean, what I go through and what you go through are two different worlds because you're still new to the game, and I've been around these parts for a little minute. So
you're a novice.
Yeah, he's definitely a noob. He's a noob to anything. So when I take mushrooms and I'm chilling, and sometimes I'll watch a movie, and after I'm done a movie, like for instance, Greenland. Greenland is a movie about the end of days. A comet or an asteroid hitting the Earth. It's gonna wipe out 90% of life, period. And basically, in order for you to go to this underground facility to survive, you would have to be a person of importance. And by a person of importance, you'd have to be a person who brings something to the table. What in your life have you done that has contributed to this earth as a whole that we may be able to use you to create this new earth? And when you sit back and you think about your life, it's like, if that time was to come, nigga, I'm not getting picked. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that I've contributed that was gonna make me of importance to be like, yo, we need to get this nigga Kev. That nigga always got the best. No, just because he got the best, but nigga, we got people who growing that shit, nigga. What you talking about? We got, you know what I mean? There's botanists, there's people who's cultivating shit. What are you here for? You know what I'm saying? And you come to a realization that just watching that movie after it's over, you are, no matter how much money you may have, if you don't create some type of importance to this world, you're just a peon on the earth that is just walking around living a regular life. Yeah, we're over here living a regular life. You know what I'm saying? And anytime I take mushrooms and I sit back and anybody who you know who is taking mushrooms will tell you, yo, I mean, Tyson says it's the best. It is a ego killer. You know what I mean? I was sitting back with my boy Nolan earlier today, and we were talking about it, and he was like, yo, I took a trip and it destroyed my ego. You know what I'm saying? It made me reevaluate me as a person. Like, yo, that's crazy. But it really does that. It makes you, like, sometimes you'll find yourself in a bathroom looking at yourself in the mirror like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I here for? What am I doing? You know what I mean? What is my importance besides my family love me and I have kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is there another importance to have on this earth to make me be like, yo, I'm the guy that you need to find to make this happen. Period.
What was you about to say, bro? Because Kev's making some points, and you look like you don't care about nothing he's talking about.
No, I'm hearing what he's saying. I understand what he's saying about this whole thing, but it's like, yo, like my family isn't like, I made these kids. I can have some importance to go. I might have some importance to go on this spaceship, but I'm gonna fucking hop on the ship, and my 5-year-old can't go on this ship with me because he doesn't have any fucking relevancy.
That's not how it worked. I mean, if you had a person, if you were a person of importance,
your whole
they took your family, but not your whole family, nigga. It was you, your wife, immediate children. That's it. You know what I mean? They got to go. But you got a cousin that's you've known.
Oh, yeah, some of them niggas, yeah, some of them.
Say Raheem.
Oh, you gonna leave Raheem, bro?
You
gonna leave?
I mean, there's people that you gotta leave. I watched the nigga leave people. You know what I mean? And people were like, yo, take my daughter. Just take her. And he's like, I can't. What am I going to do? I'm going to get to the government official place and be like, leave her there because they're not accepting her because she's not my daughter. You know what I mean? Like in the movie, just to give you a heads up, they literally contacted people one by one.
Yeah.
You would get an alert on your phone and they would tell you where you had to go. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way you knew that you were going somewhere that you weren't, you know what I mean, that nobody else was.
I done did like all that shit. Like I didn't have to take mushrooms, but I sat in front of a fucking mirror and asked myself, who the fuck am I? What the fuck am I doing?
Nah, it's different, bro.
What'd you come up with?
I mean, I've sat
and
tried to evaluate life off of mushrooms. When you being on mushrooms brings a total different, it brings a light and darkness to you. You know what I'm saying? Where
it's like
it breaks you the fuck down. Yeah, I mean, that shit'll take you down a lot of pegs.
People, look, self-evaluating and bringing importance of being something of doing something important of your life, yo. If you got a fucking family and you ready to jump off this fucking cliff, you gotta have a finite plan and you got to be disciplined enough to fucking stick to this shit. So first things first, before you even go thinking about jumping off a cliff and being this entrepreneur, first, you got to say to yourself, do I have the fucking discipline to do this every day? And you got to go back and look at yourself, all the decisions. And I remember I had this gym membership. I went for the first 2 months, didn't see any fucking results, and I quit. And I've never been back since. Man, you know, I started doing this project in my basement. It didn't turn out the way I wanted to look. So I fucking gave up on it. You know.
Speaking of
that means you don't have the fucking you won't have the discipline to fucking start your own business because because you will already you already given up on so many things, and doing your own thing like that, you're going to meet
challenges,
obstacles and challenges that's going to make you have to overcome. That's like being an alpha male. Dog, when I fucking say I want to do something, I just do it. I do it till it breaks me or it fucking kills me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember going to the gym because I wanted to be a fighter. I couldn't get there. I didn't have a car. My car broke down. I literally would go ride with my girl, get dropped off at her job, walk fucking 3 or 4 miles to my fucking gym, sat there all night until she got the fuck off training and got the fuck back home. Or I would catch a bus. With a little change, I had to go there. I fucking dazed my knees. My knees was messed up because I injured my knee. I still go to the gym. I'm doing exercise. Don't mess with my leg. That was my determination. I'm not failing at this.
Why
I stopped? Why I stopped is because the most reason most people stop. I had kids, and I had to take care of them, and I couldn't afford going to the gym no more if I can't take care of them. So their needs,
you lost your alpha maleness when you didn't figure out a way to create enough for both.
I couldn't. That's what I'm telling. When you become a parent, your life is put the fuck on hold. I don't care. I tell my kids all the time, don't have no kids because you're allowed to be selfish. You're allowed to make and do decisions and fail that would probably adversely affect you, but it'll only affect you, and you alone will suffer. I can't go do something and say, hey kids, listen, we're gonna be fucking living in the shelter for the next maybe year or two until my business takes off.
What do you think about people who actually do that? Because there's men who will do
did that. I couldn't.
There's men who will do a version of that. Maybe, hey, we're gonna stay at grandmom's house. I need everybody to hold it down until the business takes off.
That is, and guess what?
That's called betting on yourself too.
You betting on yourself, but god damn it, and most of them, some of them people is good, but some of the people like that bet on themselves and made millions. That fucking you ever knows a lot of them sometimes do have shitty and terrible relationships with their fucking kids, and all they say to their kids is like, well, I did this to benefit you. No, you did this to benefit yourself. You never act. Yeah, Bro, it's a lot of people that is fucking millionaires and their fucking kids are fucking like shitty offsets of themselves. Look at 50 Cent, all this.
I think you see the bad. I think you. Hold on.
Why we always got to go to me seeing the fucking bad side? Like we do this all the time when I start talking.
You, and it sounds like you villainize people because it's like
I'm not villainizing people, but I'm saying there is a fucking
money. But go ahead.
There's a fucking double-edged sword to fucking betting on yourself. When you drag your family. A lot of successful people don't have kids until don't have kids until they're successful because they know they got to be selfish. But it's some people who have kids during their time of trying to be successful. Some of the younger ones might understand because they see some of the stuff. Some of the older ones that went through the heartache and all the trials and tribulation, sometimes they're fucked up behind this shit. We see it a lot. Let's be real and say we don't. It's always the ones who was there at the beginning are fucked up the most. The ones who come after are usually like, they like, what are you mad about that? What are you mad at dad and mom for? Like, we're rich. Like, well, you wasn't there when we lived in the shelter. You wasn't there living at grandma's house. You wasn't there for us having no birthdays. You wasn't there for dad being missing for weeks on end and I didn't get to see him. You wasn't there for none of that. I'm grateful that we're living good now. It is a double-edged sword when you have kids. Like, you can do it. All of us can be successful. But you would have the least amount to lose. Maybe you being successful, would you being an alpha male risk losing Erica if it meant you having the life you want to live?
It's a good question. Is the life that I want to live including Erica?
No. If you could attain the life you wanted,
either or.
But that's
but at the risk of you losing Erica, would you do it?
See, but my question answers that question. Is the life that I want to live including Erica or excluding Erica? Because if the life that I want to live is including my wife, then no, right?
Excluding your wife is no.
Right. If it's excluding my wife, then no. If that's what I want. Because that's part of it too. So I think we equating being an alpha male to get money, and that's not what I mean. Because I feel like this. I feel like our masculinity as men, right? We lose it, and I'm not saying that everybody wants that. It's niggas. I used to be one of them. It's niggas that's like, yo, I want nothing more than just to be here for my wife, to make sure our bills is paid, to make sure we got a little bit of money in our pocket. I do the normal things. I buy a house. I bought my wife a house. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. With a yard. What you want? You got it. 2-car garage. Boom. 2-car garage then. Corner lot. You know what I'm saying? That's great. And then you get to a certain point. Me as a man, not talking about anybody else. I'm talking about me. You get to a certain point where you like, all right, well, what else? I accomplished what they said was the American dream. I accomplished it. I got a good job. I got all that. But now I'm thinking about shit. What is my purpose? And then that's when all the other stuff comes into play. Now, on top of that, now get your ass in the gym. Hey, man, I've always come to y'all and say, man, I really want to, change up my wardrobe, get some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's for me. You start to wonder, like, what can I do for me? You know what I mean? Like, because I don't care who you are. If you're not to say I was depressed or anything, or I am depressed, I'm happy. I'm a happy guy. But I have goals. If you're not happy, though, how can you then give your wife a life of happiness if you're not happy?
Can't get nobody happiness if you're not happy. That's a fact. Can't make.
Okay.
That's facts. But I'm looking. Yeah. I'm using an analogy, bro. Tom, you would say Tom Brady is like a real alpha male.
I don't know about all that, but go ahead.
He's an alpha male when it comes to being on the football field, and he has stuff that he wants to prove. Even right now, he lost last year, didn't make the Super Bowl. He wanted to go out on top, so he pretty much came back again this year.
Right.
And he had to prove this to himself as a man that he can do, that he can go out on top.
Right.
What it's cost him. Right now, he's in a messy divorce, what cost him his wife, because his wife wants him to be home with the kids and the family. She's like, you accomplished everything you wanted. Why are you still trying to go for, like, you got everything? Why are you still trying to go for more? And he risked his family for that.
So let me put something on. Let me put something on the table right now, okay? And I want to hear from Kev on this too. I'm a man who I've been doing something for 20 years plus of my life, right? I still got something, whatever it is. Maybe I need to see a psychiatrist about it, whatever. I still got something to prove to myself. But my wife is telling me, nah, it's done. It's done. No, get your ass home, stay home. Damn, but babe, I want to be this. Like, I got a picture of what my goal is in my head, and I'm almost there. Give me a couple more years, and I'll be home as much as you want. No, get your ass home now, right? And say I listen to her. What do you see me doing at home? How do you see my home life if I'm sitting there, I'm a ghost of myself because I didn't accomplish my goal. And yeah, we millionaires. Great. We're doing great. We're financially, we're doing great. But I am a ghost of myself because damn, it's that goal that I really wanted.
That's why.
And I get up every day and I love my family, but God damn it, I missed that shit. And I really wanted to get that goal. I wanted it. And she couldn't give me a little bit of patience so that I can be there after that. You know what I'm saying? What kind of person you think I'm gonna be? You think I'm gonna be a happy guy that's gonna make sure or am I gonna be a guy that it might get worse at home?
Bro, then that's where you make that choice we were talking about earlier. What's more important to you? What's really more important to you? Is it her? Or is it fulfilling what you want as a man? That's why there's a lot of people that are successful that are divorced because they had to leave that person behind. They met somebody they knew that's with their dream. And there's some rare cases that the woman stays and lets you fulfill that and you're good. Yeah. But you are that's why I said it's a double edge. Are you willing?
What you think? Oh shit, my bad, bro. I thought you was. I'm sorry. I did not try to cut you off, bro. I was not trying to cut you off. I'm sorry, by the way.
To the Tom Brady situation?
No, just in general.
And yeah, I'm about to say, shit.
If your wife,
about TB12?
The relationship that I have with my future wife is she's going to let me do me when it comes to regards of my goals. If there's something that I want to attain or something that I'm trying to grasp and she knows that I want it, she's going to tell me to go get it. I know that of her. Doesn't matter how long I've been doing it. If she thinks that if I'm like, yo, I can break records, baby, I can be somebody that they'll never forget ever. We'll go get that shit. There ain't gonna be, especially if she has everything already. You ain't gotta work. You can travel with me if you want. Yeah, we got kids. They gotta go to school. We can pay for somebody to come with us to teach them if it's gotta be that way. Me being that alpha male, I can figure all of that out if need be. But I need you to support me because I'm the one that's been holding this shit down. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting my body, my mind, my soul, my heart on the line to earn for you and this family nonstop. And I'm a dog at what I do too. And you know this. I am the dog. So let me continue to be that dog until this dog's day is up. You know what I'm saying? And if, regardless of if it's time, I mean, I would feel just like him. I'd be like, yo, I'm trying to do something. And at the end of the day, just like Dre said, if there was a goal that I couldn't accomplish and I had the means to do so, and the reason that I'm not accomplishing it is because of someone else, there's going to be regret within that situation. I'm not going to be who I should be because I don't have that feeling that I've ascertained under my belt, knowing that, yo, I completed this because I knew this is what I wanted to do. And I knew I could get there and I knew I could take me there. And everybody else knew so too. But you didn't want that to happen. And that's how I would feel. Not me didn't want it to happen. Not the world didn't want it to happen. You know what I mean? And coming to work or whatever the case may be, you have to sacrifice something. And like Kev said, you got to know what's important and what's more important than the other. But if it's important to me, it should have been important to you. Just like whatever you want to be important to you should be important to me. There should be a balance. You know what I mean? Now I don't know what happens behind closed doors with them. I don't get into other people's relationships, and I wouldn't be looking to find out what happened. But I would assume if you're in a healthy relationship, that's a conversation that you've already had. So whoever is on the wrong end of this conversation now has got to deal with it, whether it's her or him. You know what I mean? She could have agreed with it and then she took it back. He could have agreed with it and then took it back. But that should have been a conversation nonetheless. Yo, this is something that I want to do. Are you going to be the one to stop me? Because remember, before I loved you, I loved this. I loved this before I knew you. You know what I'm saying? And you loved me because of this.
I met you because of this.
You loved me because of this. But so don't think that you can be the one to strip this away from me. This is what got you everything you wanted. Regardless of what you think you could have done for yourself, you made a decision.
But yes. But
ultimately,
you
made
got the bread.
But what I'm saying is, but yes, kids how
this point is exact. But this point is on point to me. Yes,
it's cool. It's cool.
You know what I'm saying? There's decisions that needs to be made, but there's also conversations. And with you being the alpha male of the household and the person that brings in now, everything that needs to be brought in, the person who's gonna, after this time is over, when you think of the household, if you're Tom Brady, at the end of the day, when you're 75, 80 years old, you're going to be known as, you did this, but you're Tom Brady's wife, and that's the best who ever did it right there. You might have been nice at what you did, but that's the best that ever did it, period. And it's on paper. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know what to tell you when it comes to that. And I'd be on the same page.
Well, all I can say to that case is for him, I ain't being negative Nancy, but I'm just saying with this case of him,
he gonna be the nigga Nancy.
But but say it's cruel. He say he stays and achieves his goal and achieves every fucking thing. And you got it. You did it. You came out on top. Now you got this achievement, but now you got all these achievements and everything you want. But damn, you ain't got your kids no more. That laughter running through that house is gone. That woman that you love, that you care about is gone. Like, how happy are you now that you got your success? But the people you wanted there to celebrate it with ain't there with you ain't there with you. The most important people in your life, which I think your kids, minus a wife, but at least your kids are the most important thing in your life. I'm sorry.
So I want to say this. There's two different types of people, though. Well, there's more, but in this situation, there's two different types of people. There's the alpha male that goes after the records that is a once in a fucking, I don't even know, century, lifetime, whatever, feats that Tom Brady's going after. And then there's also other guys who say, no, I'm done playing this game because I'm about to lose my family. And I will do anything for my family and for my family to prosper. There's two different types of people, and both of them are right.
Yeah, they both. I'm not saying either one is wrong, because you hear a lot of guys that say, you know what, I regretted stepping away from the game, and I think about it. Sometimes I worry about it. But he said, but it was costing me my relationship with my wife and my kids, and they were more important to me in life. My kids, to me personally, as an alpha male, my kids mean everything to me.
You got kids?
I gave life and I gave birth to them. I'm willing to sacrifice any and everything for them having to obtain the goals. That's why I beat it in their head, don't have kids. That's why I beat it in their head to be selfish. Because without having kids, you are allowed to be that selfish. Because in the back of my mind, if I wanted to be selfish, at the back of my mind, if I start seeing my kids unhappy, it will fuck with me obtaining my goal. Because you really sometimes, when you want to attain something, you really sometimes got to cut a lot of shit off. Like right now, I'm going through a diet, right? Burger King is my favorite spot to go to. I love eating Burger King.
Ew.
I ride past that shit now that I'm on the diet, I ride past that shit every day. I smell that shit every day, but I realize you're not helping me achieve my fucking goal. You're hindering me. something I love so much, I gotta fucking cut you off. How deep are you willing to go as an alpha male to achieve your goal to cut off shit that you really love and care about in your life? I mean, you know that this will be a hindrance to you, but you gotta cut it off in order to achieve your goal.
Okay, with you being on a diet, you don't eat cheese?
No, I don't eat fast food. I don't really fuck with fast food, but that's a
good thing, bro.
That's just an analogy. But it's just an analogy of me saying, just me saying how far willing you go as keeping your male, keeping your sanity, that you're willing to cut off shit that you love. I mean, real shit that you love.
She gave me an ultimatum with the music. She said, "Yo, you got one more time." At the time, so you got one more time. Go ahead, go all out. If it don't work, dog, that got to be it. And it was it.
You don't. That's why. But the music thing, you don't think about it no more, because I think you like, you know what? I did everything I possibly can do. My wife said go. She didn't give you like a set time. You got a year. She said go all out, and I'm pretty sure you went all out. So you're cool with that. Thank you. I think you're cool with that decision that you made.
No?
You're not cool with the decision.
I didn't go all out. We talked about it a bunch of times. I didn't go all out.
Well, then that's your fault
that I have to deal with. Yeah, that's something I have to deal with. But what I'm saying is, it can happen. And yes, I'm with that. I'm like, all right. Not that I had anything on the line anyway, but I'm like, nah, I care about my marriage more. Like, I care about being able to come home and you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
I care about my house being good.
Your wife gave you I think your wife gave you the opportunity to go all out, and she expected you to go balls to the wall with it. She was going to stick by you, but you said that you half-assed that shit. So you got nobody. You can't say you chose your wife over that. Your poor decision making and not fucking going 120% at it cost you with your music career. So I'm saying,
I didn't say I regretted.
Yeah, that's why you don't. But that's why you say you don't regret it, because you realize, hey, she did give me the opportunity. It wasn't costing me a marriage. She just told me to go hard or go home.
I went home.
And you went home. You didn't fucking go. You didn't weather. You didn't weather the storm or shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you got certain shit as an alpha male that you really the fuck willing to take, if you're really ready to go hunt for something, you really got to go at it 120%. You can't go 80% and thinking that your wife and them is supposed to, and your kids are supposed to stick behind you as you're going 80% through fucking trying to attain your goals. Like, why are you giving up us and you're half-assing something you're trying to get to? I think a motherfucker would stick with you more if they see you fucking killing and grinding and dogging yourself out and giving everything you got.
Wouldn't that be considered what Tom Brady's doing?
No, yeah. Tom Brady won 6 titles. He's considered the greatest football player of all time. This is stuff that he wanted to be known for. This what he's doing is selfish.
Yeah, but you don't know what his goal is.
You just won a Super Bowl.
You don't know what his goal is.
Nobody's going to ever.
Anybody who plays in the game, bro, wants to play until they can't play no more. If you're in the game and if you're in the game and you're really good at it, you want to play till you can't no more, because it's something that you've been wanting to do since you were a kid. That's all you dreamt of, and now you're there. You want to live that life as long as you possibly can, because it's, no matter how people look at it, it is a short-lived life, bro. You start playing football, the greatest football players might got a dub in at the max. You know what I mean? That is taking a toll on your body. How many years he got in now? Was he looking at 18, 17, something like that? That's what I'm saying. So he might be looking, yo, I'm just trying to play 20 years, baby. I met you 10 years ago, okay?
Let me get my shit off.
You know what I mean? Let me get my shit off. And guess what? We're going to be old and gray and rich forever. You know what I'm saying? And our kids going to be rich forever. And who knows? They might play football. They might want to do, I don't care what they want to do. I'm here to support them now. But I need y'all to support me, because I'm a dog out there, and you know I'm a dog out there. I control the refs, baby.
It's also like he does. It's also his identity too. Like, you have. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's deeper than just. And I'll move the conversation forward in a second. It's deeper than just, yo, you selfish. This is who I am, bro. I am TB12. I get up and I fucking dominate at this.
I think he's.
Yep.
No
No wife.
This is what I'm saying
when you
about
work a regular job. And
I'm trying to say why you're selfish as an alpha
you're not
male.
retiring yet.
You fucking
get that 401.
You fucking he keeps moving the goalpost back where he needs to be successful. What he needs from her.
You ain't hear what I just said then.
No, I'm saying he got to do that to be Tom Brady. If that's the case, bro, then you're going to be happy. Then you're going to be happy with life. You're going to be happy that you don't have your wife. You're going to be happy you don't have your kids because you guess what? I get to keep playing football. I keep getting break records, but
can't have it all.
Yeah, so
can't have it all. That might be what it is. This niggas look. And we'll leave this because I want to kind of further. I got another point I wanted to make.
Okay,
is that Michael Jordan, right? Winning this motherfucker, right? Everybody can't be LeBron. LeBron is a different type. LeBron is in his kid's life like a motherfucker and is very successful, sir. Which kind of plays on the other part. You can do it all. You can do it all because LeBron is doing it all. Yeah. But then you got other people like Michael Jordan had to get divorced. He had to get, you know what I mean? Like everybody ain't got the same. Look, Kobe went through some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then after he could not go anymore, period, where it was done, my man is at all the Gigi games, coaching her, you know what I'm saying? Coaching her team. He's there, and sadly, he has passed. But
that's the sad. And moving on to that, that's another sad thing. You achieve your fucking goal, and you can't celebrate. He left early. He got his goal and he couldn't live the other part of that life.
Legacy.
That's a legacy that he left. And that was a man who died before his time. He lived before his time and died before his time. You know what I'm saying?
He lived at the right time. He just died.
No, what I'm saying is the type of person he was, the type of ball player he was. You know what I mean? The type of dog that was on the court. He was a different breed. Kobe was just a different breed in itself.
Millions.
Yeah, and it's I mean, it's a sad story. I mean, one of my favorite players, you know what I mean? Definitely my number 2 on my top 5. But I mean, it definitely proves that it can be done, for sure. It definitely proves that it can be done. And there's a lot of people who do it, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure there's other things that come along with it that create hindrances between relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the sport and it's the work. It's other things, other arguments, other actions that always play a hand in the situation. So you can't just dedicate what he's going through to just football. You know what I mean? Or you can't dedicate what Kobe was going through because of basketball. You know what I mean? There's people who successfully become millionaires, grinded hard, and after they were done, came home, and now they live their life with their families. You know what I mean? Yeah. It depends on the people and how they guide. And with you being that alpha male, you knowing what you want, and you finding the right person that's going to support you all the way through to the end.
That's why that's why I said some niggas ain't who they were supposed to be with. But your next point,
I was saying that it's all about balance. Like this furthers it. It's all about balance too, because I do feel like there is a part in a male that it's in your DNA to want to be the alpha male, to want to be the best, to want to be the guy with the more colorful feathers, if you know what I mean. Like there's a part of you, and it kind of balances every other thing out. I think at the basis of the nowadays alpha male is, the 3 major things, and I think y'all know what it is. It's named after a popular rap song.
Money,
drugs, power, respect.
Yeah,
throw some sex in there. There's subsets.
Throw some sex in there.
Yeah, there's subsets in that. There's sex, obviously. Sex goes underneath. But that, to me, that allows, that also allows the women in your hierarchy to get what they want as well. Because if a man is properly pooping, if the man is properly balanced, right? I do feel like what a man should offer within his alpha maleness is also understanding, love, compassion, All of that stuff. Fucking dog. All of that stuff should also fall under that umbrella. So that's what I'm saying. It's not just like, yo, I'm an alpha male, nigga. Fuck everybody. I'm the shit. I'm gonna lift all the weights. I'm gonna get all the money. That's not what we're saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It goes in with all of that falls underneath that umbrella. And I feel like that's what makes a man kind of be able to stand on his own. No man is perfect. Shut the fuck up. No man is perfect. Nobody can give everybody 100% of themselves. It just isn't like that. The world isn't perfect. Yeah. Sometimes you do lose people. Sometimes you do. I think we all got this shit fucked up too. Niggas think that how they life started is how they life supposed to end.
Yeah.
Yo, sometimes you ain't gonna end up with that wife.
Yeah.
She ain't got it.
I mean, you should have known that when you lost your first girlfriend. Remember you had puppy love? You thought you was gonna be with that bitch forever. And now you don't even think about that. But you probably can't remember that bitch name. You know what I'm saying? Not you. Well, I know you remember, you weirdo. but yeah, it just goes to say, you know what I mean? And you gotta, as an alpha male, you gotta know what you bring to the table as an alpha male. You know what I mean? And know when
up to speed.
It's he was just giving a couple examples about the different things, having love, shit like that within your alpha maleness. But you know what I mean? That's why I said there are definitely branches within that tree of being an alpha male. And to go back to what you were saying when it comes to reading the book, some branches they might not be strong branches, and these educational readings will help you figure out how to make that branch stronger and grow. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different
church is good for that too, by the way.
Yeah, for the soul.
Yeah,
I think I do good with that, bro. Like I listen to what my girl has to say. Being an alpha male don't mean I just got to be. I got the voice of the house.
Yeah, of course.
But if my wife says, "Oh, XYZ ain't going down," okay, XYZ ain't going down, babe. My job is to enforce that. My job is anybody step out of the line with you saying your rules, I'm there to fucking bark the loudest. You know what I'm saying?
That's the balance, I believe, that a proper this fucking dog. That's the balance that I was referring to with being an alpha male. The door. The balance that comes with that.
Yeah,
being an alpha male. There's balance that my wife also, what me and Kev also said is, yo, your life isn't going to go how it started all the time. Sometimes
it doesn't end how it starts.
Right. It doesn't end how it starts. Like, yo, the girl that you might start that journey with might not be the right person to see. We all think that motherfuckers learn at the same rate as you. Not everybody does, including some people's wives. Hey, man, I ain't signed up for this shit. I ain't signed up for you to be in the gym 30 hours a day or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I ain't signed up for that. Christ. I need you to be at home. I need to be fucked 3 times a day. I need this. I need that. I need you to be. Everybody ain't signed up for that.
But that's what you said, balance, dog. Here go the balance thing for me. I balance. My wife knows I want to go back to the gym. So how I balance that shit is, I go straight after work every day. I don't care how tired I am. I don't care how exhausted I am. I go straight from work.
And if she didn't want you to go?
She knows I'm going to go.
I said, and if she didn't want you to go, if she said, no, I need you home because I got to go do XYZ. So
if she hits me with something important she got to do, she said, hey, I got a business meeting.
Yeah.
I'm saying if she doesn't want you to go to the gym anymore.
I'm not coming home just to look at no fucking body. I'm not coming home. I already made that clear to her. I'm not coming home to stare at you.
This is all hypothetical. She wouldn't. I know, but what I'm saying is,
no,
if I'm not coming home. Says, I need you not to go to the gym so I can go do whatever I need, but I can't have you go to the gym, then what is your answer? Do you not go?
I'm not going if she's doing something productive. If she had me doing something, she's doing something non-productive that's just staring at me or just want me in the house to be in the house and then goes and does some non-productive shit, then I'm going to the fucking gym because
what if you're doing productive?
If she's
that's what I'm trying to get you to.
If she's telling me, hey babe, I can't have you going to the gym every day because I gotta get this to get myself to the next level, XYZ. I need you home. It's not permanent, but I need you home for the next 8 months. All right, cool. I'm staying home.
What if it interferes with the podcast? What if she doesn't want you to do the podcast anymore? It's a Sunday, and she's like, "No, these Sundays are my days now." Yeah, but
we ain't doing that
then we'll
shit.
do it on Saturday.
We ain't
No,
doing
no,
that
no.
shit.
Weekends are mine now.
This is my
Why Tom Brady?
Let me say because this
Why
is
Tom Brady?
because this is something I said I was doing. This is something she said she was okay with, and I said I dedicate my Sunday. My Sunday.
She said, "Oh, you've done it for 4 years." You've done it for 4 years.
They get the fuck out of my face. Is the only fucking thing that I said I'm dedicating the 110% to.
All right, I want to divorce.
See me dedicate. Goodbye.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady didn't see.
Listen, Kev. I want you to understand so you don't get mad at why we do this. We do this because your answers are the most interesting when we give you those types of
because I don't fucking I'm not if my shit is this is me. This is the only thing I do to keep me fucking sane in life. I do this podcast to keep me fucking sane in life. She knows I do this to keep me sane in life. She knows this is stability for me. You're gonna try to fuck up my stability and my sanity just so you can have your fucking little me time for you, then I can't fuck with you.
Her and the kids as well. Family time.
Bro, y'all got me 6 days out of a fucking week that I will sacrifice everything for y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain to you, Kev, that Tom Brady could say the same exact thing. And not only does she when the off season is off, because football lasts how many months? 5 months out of a year?
Just about
6 months almost with training camp, something like that. So you get him for 6 months nonstop of just you and Brady and family time.
And he trains and takes care of his body. So she getting good dick.
If I tell you this is my life dream, this is my passion, I'm never giving up. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to make my life. Understand it. If I'm telling you this is just something temporarily I need to do for myself to boost my ego at the expense of my family, then no.
This is a lot of sauce on that one.
Yeah, you did.
That is not
how you know that's what he's doing though.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You don't really know this man or what he goes through at home or what goes through.
He promised his wife he made this public that he promised his wife that the year he retired, that was his last year because it put a strain on his relationship. He made a promise to her and the kids. This was it because I know y'all need me home.
Bring it up.
Then you broke your fucking promise.
Bring it up. I want to see it. I'm fucking with you.
I'm broken many promises. And I'm fucking with you. I'm gonna say this. If I am, and I promise we'll move on from Tom Brady. If I am a person who is very close to accomplishing whatever goal it is, some shit that no quarterback, no player has gotten close to, and I'm the guy who's about to do it, yeah, I might, it's history. I might just do it, bro. I might ask my wife, please, just bear with me. Please bear with me. I'll beg you. I'll beg you. Bear with me for this last season. And I'm gonna come back home
before I leave you.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I'll beg you. I'll have y'all niggas in there with me. You'll be at practice with me. I'll give you kisses on the sideline. Whatever I gotta do.
The kids will be my water boy. What we gotta do?
Yeah, something. Yeah. But I need to accomplish this in order for me to peacefully retire. Peacefully. Or else I'm going to think about it forever and it's going to be a big regret. And I'm going to wake up and look at your ass. You ain't going to keep your looks forever.
Yeah, you expect me to pay for that.
You ain't going to keep, you know what I mean? Them kids going to get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? I love them, but they're going to get on my nerves. And I'm going to be like, this bitch and these fucking kids, they took my alpha away.
You're going to feel like Austin Powers when they stole his mojo.
I mean, we joke, but yeah. And yeah, who am I now?
I'm just reading this shit like a brief synopsis of this shit. He was like, he did promise. He said he understood his wife and his kids, opened up about the sacrifices his wife and his kids made for his career. And he was like, he said he wanted to play until he was 45, old before evaluating retirement. Things change as you get older, and there's a lot of different responsibilities in my life. He said, my kids and my family are very important to me and made a lot of sacrifice over a long period of time to watch me play. So, I owe them. I owe this to them, the athlete said.
Next year. Yep.
The veteran.
But what did he say he promised?
He promised him this, and he promised him this. He had that felt for long. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm going to play till I'm 45. This year, I'll be 44.
Nigga, my dad promised me a lot of shit. I still love him. he broke a lot of promises that were way less than this.
All right, but it's cool.
I still love him.
It's cool. You right.
He ain't got hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's cool, but you get what I'm saying. It's cool. You can promise. He fulfilled. Here you go. He fulfilled his goals at Alpha Male. You have all the records. You have all that shit. You have everything you want. But guess what? You won't have. You won't have a complete household. You'll be a weekend warrior dad. Yeah, you got millions of dollars, but guess what? Millions of dollars can't buy you that game your son missed. It can't buy you back. It can't buy you. That's what I'm saying.
It can't be perfect for either way.
But I'm not mad at him. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he's right, but I'm just saying, hey, guess what? I guess that's the decision he's willing to live. That's what he's willing to live with. How many men out there being an alpha male are willing to live with those decisions? Because decisions becoming being an alpha male, you are ahead of the ship. Are you willing to fucking go drive this ship through rough waters, broken rocks, because your goal is at the end of that? At the risk of your family, you might lose your family along the way. Not, what's the word? Not figuratively. You might lose your family along the way. I'm not saying they're gonna die or anything like that, but
yeah. You know what I'm saying? That comfort zone that you have, that you built.
Are you willing to do that? Because at the end of the day, you might you might drove your ship through there, and you might arrive on shore, and the only person on shore is you and your goal.
I'm gonna tell you my closing opinion on the matter is that if my wife, I love her so much, if she in fact impeded on something that I feel like I was meant to do, that whatever God's gift to me was, and she literally just was the antithesis of that, then yes, I would be willing to leave her behind.
That makes sense. And that, guess what? That makes perfect sense. You cut the anchor off that's dragging you off to the bottom of the sea to fucking survive. Whether that be up here mentally, doing good in life, whatever. I ain't saying it's wrong, but you gotta understand, if that's what you think that's holding you back, and you willing to, and you can live with that, then go, man, do it. I'm not gonna tell you not to do it. Go ahead, do it. But don't be sitting back in your room in your millions or the success. I ain't gonna say money, but the success or the things you want to complete as an alpha male, and then go back like, I need to go get them because I lost them along the way of getting my goal. What about they moved on, they're happy, and they love the life they live, they content? That'd be selfish of you trying to fucking go back and get them after you then selfishly cut them off to attain your goals. You can't, you're right, you can't have both. If you do that, live with your decision. It's okay. It's okay.
Word. That's your closing opinion?
It's my closing opinion. I'm out, niggas.
Kev, you got any closing opinions?
Sex, drug, and entertainment.
Nah, we don't. We're done. Peace.
Okay.
Peace.
That's it, man.
No, I mean, peace. Yeah, it is what it is at that point.
Boy, you almost like I almost cut you the fuck off. I was ready. You ready to be saying that to nobody but yourself.
Can't be having the worst
sign offs,
exits. Yeah, that's another thing we got to work on. But yeah, I mean, when you're alpha male, you're gonna follow your own path, right? You got to know what's good for you. You got to take the bits of information that you receive, whether it's growing up watching your uncles and your family and your dads, all the men in your life, or whether it's reading materials that you purchase online when you're by yourself, or, you know what I'm saying, when you just learning from your own mistakes, deciding what's going to be the best path for you, because only you know how to be your own dog. You know what I mean? So,
and no one's half the battle.
And that episode is done.
I